Hello friends, most welcome to my YouTube channel Maths by Samit Deshmukh. Today we are solving last 5 remaining example from this miscellaneous exercise. So let us begin with the example number 35th. In this example, we have to prove that cos inverse of x is equal to tan inverse of under root 1 minus x square upon x when x is what? Greater than 0. So let us denote this left hand side say by theta. So I am denoting here cos inverse of x. So let cos inverse of x is equals to what? Theta. Now theta is the value of what? Cos inverse of x, means it lies in between its range. Its range is from what? 0 to pi. 0 to pi is the range of what? Which inverse trigonometric function? Cos inverse. 0 to pi means what? First quadrant and second quadrant. But now what is given condition? X is greater than 0. Before that, let us simplify it. If we are taking cos on both sides, so on this side cos inverse and cos will get cancelled, and on this side we will get cos theta. Now cos theta is equal to x, and x is, since x is greater than 0, then what we are able to conclude about the value of theta? Either it is in between 0 to pi by 2 or pi by 2 to pi. Since value of cos is x, but x is positive, means cos theta is also positive, means definitely theta lies in first quadrant, means in between what? 0 to pi by 2. Is it clear? Now we are considering right hand side. So now we are considering what? Right hand side. So right hand side, what is right hand side here? Tan inverse of under root 1 minus x square upon x. So which is equal to tan inverse, keep it as it is, under root 1 minus. Now I am replacing x by its value. What is the value of x? Cos theta. So x square means what we will get here? Cos square theta. And in the denominator also I am replacing x by what? Cos theta. So which is equal to tan inverse of, let us see what we will get here. According to identity, 1 minus cos square theta is sin square theta, and sin square theta outside the root will become sin theta. Means here we will get sin theta divided by cos theta. But we know that sin theta upon cos theta will be equals to what? Tan theta. So now we have to apply the property of inverse trigonometric function. According to property, tan inverse and tan will get cancelled, and what result we will get here? Theta. Now theta is the value of what? Tan inverse. Theta is the value of what? Tan inverse. And we know that if theta is the value of tan inverse, then we have to check whether it belongs to its range or does not belongs to its range. What is the range of tan inverse? Minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. Here already we have shown that theta lies in between what? 0 to pi by 2, and this is nothing but the part, means it is the part of which interval? Minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. It is the subset of this interval minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2, means we can conclude that theta lies in the range of what? Tan inverse, and that's why we are able to consider this theta as the value of what? Tan inverse. But theta is nothing but what? According to our substitution, theta is nothing but what? Cos inverse of x. In this way, considering the right hand side, we have shown that value of this right hand side is equal to what? Cos inverse of x, means will be equals to what? Left hand side. And this is the result which we have to prove here. So now observe the example number 2 here. Same method we are applying to solve this second example also. Here also I am denoting this left hand side, means cos inverse of x by what? Theta. Then if we are taking cos on both sides, so on this side we will get x and on this side we will get cos theta. Now we are using given condition. What is the given condition? X is what? Less than 0. X is less than 0. That's why using this condition we are trying to find out value of theta here. Now theta is nothing but what? Value of cos inverse of x. Since it is a value of cos inverse, means it lies in the range of cos inverse. And what is the range set of cos inverse? That is 0 to pi. But it is given to us that value of x is what? Negative. X is negative, means value of cos theta is negative, means definitely this theta does not lies in the first quadrant, means we can conclude that theta lies in second quadrant. This implies that theta is greater than pi by 2 and less than what? Pi, means it lies in which quadrant? Second quadrant. But since our right hand side is related with what, tan inverse, and range of tan inverse is in between what, minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2, isn't it? Means in which quadrant? First and fourth quadrant. But this theta lies in which quadrant? Third quadrant. Means we can say that, sorry, it lies in second quadrant, means we can say that theta does not lies in the range of what, tan inverse. That's why we are simplifying it. So which implies that if we are adding minus pi to all the term, let us see what we'll get here. Pi by 2 minus pi is less than theta minus pi is less than pi minus pi. Just we are subtracting pi from all the terms. So which implies that pi by 2 minus pi will be equals to minus pi by 2. Keep this term theta minus pi as it is, and on this side we will get 0. Now here what we have shown, theta minus pi lies in between what, 0 to minus pi by 2, 0 to minus pi by 2, means in which quadrant? Fourth quadrant. Means if we are able to exist such type of value of what, tan inverse, then we are able to conclude that, or that value can be considered as principal value, because it lies in which set? It lies in range of tan inverse in fourth quadrant. So that's why we are able to consider it as what, principal value. Now we are considering right hand side. So here right hand side is equals to, so now consider right hand side. What is right hand side? Pi plus tan inverse of under root 1 minus x square upon x. So which is equal to pi, keep it as it is, plus also as it is, tan inverse of, I am replacing x by its value cos theta. So what we will get in the numerator? 1 minus cos square theta. Here also replace x by cos theta. So let us simplify it. Pi, keep it as it is, plus tan inverse of, here 1 minus cos square theta according to identity will be equals to sin square theta. Sin square theta outside the root will become what? Sin theta. So here we will get sin theta divided by cos theta. So which is equal to pi plus tan inverse of sin upon cos will be equals to what? Tan theta. So which is equal to pi plus, now if we are cancelling tan and tan inverse according to our property, then what value we will get here? Theta. Means theta is the value of what? Tan inverse. But theta lies in between what? Pi by 2 to pi, means it lies in third quadrant. That's why we are not able to consider it as what? Principal value. When we are able to consider it as principal value, if it lies in range of tan inverse, means in between minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. So that's why here we are not able to cancel tan and tan inverse according to property of inverse trigonometric function, means we have to simplify it. So see what will the simplification part here. So this that now I am considering pi minus theta, because theta minus pi, because already we have proved that it lies in the range, means in between 0 to minus pi by 2, means it lies in the range of tan inverse. Let us consider that term. So here since tan theta minus pi, can I write it as tan, if I am taking minus common here, so theta minus pi will become what? Pi minus theta. Again I am multiplying by minus, we will get the same term. So which is equal to, now this term is in the form of tan minus theta. What is the formula of tan minus theta? Will be equals to minus tan theta. What is theta here? Pi minus theta. So minus, keep it as it is. According to allied angle formulas, what is the value of tan pi minus theta? Tan pi minus theta is minus tan theta. So minus into minus will become plus, means what result we have got here? Tan theta. Means value of tan pi minus theta is equal to tan theta. So that's why this tan theta can be replaced by tan theta minus pi. So here tan inverse, keep it as it is. Here this tan also, tan theta, I am replacing by tan theta minus pi. Hope you have got it. We have proved that these two values are equal, and that's why tan theta can be replaced by what? Tan pi minus theta. Both the values are equal. So keep this pi as it is. Now let us check whether if we are cancelling tan and tan inverse, what result we will get? Theta minus pi. And theta minus pi is the, we have to check that it lies in the range of tan inverse or not? Yes, we already proved that this value lies in between 0 to minus pi by 2, and which is nothing but part of range of tan inverse. That's why we are able to consider this as an what? Principal value of this inverse trigonometric function. So now here plus pi and minus pi will get cancelled. What result we are getting? Theta. And now I am replacing theta by its value. Theta is equal to what? Cos inverse of x. So replace theta by cos inverse of x, and check that by considering this right hand side, by considering this right hand side, we have got the value of what? Left hand side, which is equal to cos inverse of x. So we can say that left hand side is equal to what? Right hand side. See, in the example number 36, we have to show that 2 tan inverse of x can be converted in terms of tan inverse also, sin inverse also, and cos inverse also. We have to prove that its value in terms of tan inverse will be tan inverse of 2x upon 1 minus x square. Its value in terms of sin inverse is sin inverse of 2x upon 1 minus x square, and its value in terms of cos inverse will be equals to cos inverse of 1 minus x square upon 1 plus x square. In some example, we have applied this property that 2 tan inverse of x is equal to tan inverse of 2x upon 1 minus x square, and here we are going to prove that property also. So these are nothing but important properties of inverse trigonometric function, but this property is given in what? Example. So well, let us try to prove it. So here I am supposing that tan inverse of x is equals to, say, theta. Tan inverse of x is equals to theta. If I am taking tan on both sides, so on this side tan and tan inverse will get cancelled, and on this side we will get x is equal to tan theta. So now I am considering this right hand side of this first example. So therefore tan inverse of 2x upon 1 minus x square is equals to, keep this tan inverse as it is, 2x, x I am replacing by what? Tan theta, 2 tan theta upon 1 minus, again replace x by tan. So x square means what? Tan square theta. We know the double angle formulas. According to double angle formulas, value of tan 2 theta is nothing but 2 tan theta upon 1 minus tan square theta, means this is nothing but value of what? Tan 2 theta. So which is equals to, according to the property of inverse trigonometric function, tan inverse and tan will get cancelled. What will get here? 2 theta. So which is equals to, keep this 2 as it is, theta I am replacing by its value. What is the value of theta? Tan inverse of x. Tan inverse of x. Let us denote it by equation number first. So in this way we have shown that value of tan inverse of 2x upon 1 minus x square will be equal to twice tan inverse of x. Now consider this right hand side. So now we are considering second part, that is sin inverse of 2x upon 1 minus x square is equal to sin inverse of, here also I am replacing x by its value, tan theta. So what we will get here? 2 tan theta upon, sorry, here plus is there, so here also we will get plus. So 1 plus tan square theta, so which is equal to sin inverse of 2 tan theta upon 1 plus tan square theta is nothing but value of value of sin 2 theta according to double angle formulas. And now we are applying the property of inverse trigonometric function, that sin inverse of sin x will be equals to x. X means what here? 2 theta. So 2 theta. So 2, keep it as it is, replace this theta by its value. What is the value of theta? Tan inverse of x. Tan inverse of x. In this way, considering this right hand side, we have shown that its value is equal to what? Left hand side, denoted by equation number second. Lastly, let us consider this right hand side, and cos inverse of 1 minus x square upon 1 plus x square is equal to, keep this cos inverse as it is, again substitute x is equal to what? Tan theta. What will get here? 1 minus tan square theta. Just simply I am replacing x by tan, so that x square will become what? Tan square theta. In the denominator, 1 plus tan square theta. So which is equal to cos inverse, keep it as it is, 1 minus tan square theta upon 1 plus tan square theta according to double angle formula is the value of cos 2 theta. Now we are applying the property of inverse trigonometric function. Cos inverse of cos x will be equals to x. X means what here? 2 theta. So lastly, replace theta by its value, that is nothing but tan inverse of x. Theta is equal to tan inverse of x, denoted by equation number 3. Now if you will observe equation first, second and third, right hand sides are equal, means left hand sides are also equal. Or from these three equation, from equation first, second and third, we can say that value of 2 tan inverse of x, what is its first value, will be equals to tan inverse of 2x upon 1 minus x square. Its value in terms of sine inverse will be equals to sine inverse of 2x upon 1 plus x square. And what is the value of 2 tan inverse of x in cos? Cos inverse, that will be cos inverse of what? 1 minus x square upon 1 plus x square. And this result is nothing but one of the very important property of inverse trigonometric function. Now see the example number 37. In this example, we have to prove that value of tan inverse of x minus y upon 1 plus xy plus tan inverse of y minus z upon 1 plus yz plus tan inverse of z minus x upon 1 plus zx is equal to 0. Means we have to consider the left hand side and we have to simplify it in such a way that all the terms will get cancelled, and what should we have to get? 0. Okay, so to solve this example, we are applying this property which already we have proved, that if x and y are what? Positive, means greater than 0, at that time tan inverse of x minus y upon 1 plus xy, its value is equal to tan inverse of x minus tan inverse of y. So applying this property, what we can say that about first term, according to this property, value of first term will be equals to tan inverse of x minus tan inverse of y. Same property we are applying here. According to same property, what result we will get here? Tan inverse of y minus tan inverse of z. Again applying same property, value of this expression will be equals to tan inverse of z minus tan inverse of x. It is given to us that x, y and z are positive, means are greater than 0. That's why we are able to apply this property. Now we can observe that all the terms, check that, plus tan inverse of x minus tan inverse of x will get cancelled, plus tan inverse of z and minus tan inverse of z will get cancelled, minus tan inverse of y and plus tan inverse of y will also get cancelled. Means all the terms will get cancelled and we will get what? 0, which is our required result. Now observe the example number 38. In this case, the given condition is tan inverse of x plus tan inverse of y plus tan inverse of z is equal to pi by 2, and using this given condition we have to prove that xy plus yz plus zx is equal to 1. So let us consider the given condition here. Now we are able to simplify this equation using properties of inverse trigonometric function. We have one property. According to that property, tan inverse of x plus tan inverse of y can be written as tan inverse of x plus y upon 1 minus xy. Keep the last term as it is, tan inverse of z as it is, and on the right hand side pi by 2 as it is. Now again, if you will observe here, consider this whole term as x and this term as what? Y, and both the terms are connected by what? Plus. Means again we are able to apply which property? Tan inverse of x plus tan inverse of y. According to that property, what we will get here? Tan inverse of x. X means what? X plus y upon 1 minus xy. This is x plus y. What is the value of y here? Z upon 1 minus x. X means what here? X plus y upon 1 minus xy into y. What is the value of y here? Z. Again observe here, tan inverse of x plus tan inverse of y is equal to tan inverse of x plus, this is y upon 1 minus x into y. On this side pi by 2, keep it as it is. Now observe the next step very carefully. If we are taking tan on both sides, so on this side tan and tan inverse will get cancelled. So, and on this side if we are taking tan, on this side we will get tan pi by 2. Means on this side tan and tan inverse will get cancelled if we are taking tan, and on this side we will get tan pi by 2. Now let us simplify it. To simplify it, we are taking cross multiplication. What we will get here? X plus y into 1. and here z into plus z into 1 minus xy divided by 1 minus xy. In the denominator also we are taking what? Cross multiplication. See what we'll get. 1 minus xy into 1 will be equals to 1 minus xy, and here minus, take the product of these two terms, means xz or zx plus yz, and in the denominator what we are getting? 1 minus xy. Just simply we have taken cross multiplication in both numerator and denominator. Now this 1 minus xy and 1 minus xy will get cancelled. Now observe the terms in the numerator. Which are the terms in the numerator here? X plus y. Now I am multiplying by z to both the terms in this bracket. Z into 1 will be equals to z, and z into minus xy will be equal to minus xyz. In the denominator, open the bracket and see what result we will get here. Minus xy, 1 minus xy minus into zx will be equals to what? Minus zx, and minus into plus yz will be equals to plus minus yz. Minus yz. And on the right hand side, what is the value of tan pi by 2? Tan pi by 2 is undefined value. We generally denoting it by what? Infinity. So means it is undefined value, and we know that division of two number is undefined only if denominator is equal to what? 0. So this implies that this value of denominator 1 minus xy minus zx minus yz will be equals to 0, because division of two number is undefined, means denominator is 0. So that's why we can conclude that value of this expression, means value of denominator, will be equals to 0. So which implies that minus xy on this side will become plus xy, minus yz on this side will become plus yz, and minus zx on this side will become plus zx, and what is remaining term on this side will be equals to 1, and this is nothing but the result which we have to prove, that xy plus yz plus zx will be equals to what? 1. Now we are solving the last example from this chapter, example number 39. If you really like the videos and if you think that your concepts are getting clear, so share these videos with your friends also. Now observe the given condition. In this case, given condition is cos inverse of x plus cos inverse of y plus cos inverse of z is equal to 3 pi. And using this, we have to show that value of x square plus y square plus z square plus 2xyz is equals to 1. So we have to use given condition, and if you observe the given condition, it is related with what? Cos inverse. And one result related with cos inverse is, so let us revise that result. So we know that value of cos inverse of x, we know that range of cos inverse is in between what? 0 to what? Pi. Means what is the greatest value of cos inverse? Greatest value of cos inverse is what? Pi. पाई से बड़ी नहीं हो सकती है किसकी वैल्यू? cos inverse of x. And what is the smallest value will be equals to what? 0. Getting it? So now we are using given condition. So what is the given condition? So cos inverse of x plus cos inverse of y plus cos inverse of z is equals to 3 pi. Now we can observe that addition of these three terms will be equals to 3 pi only if what? All the three terms are of what? Pi, pi, pi. Pi से बड़ा तो इनका वैल्यू हो ही नहीं सकता. According to our definition of cos inverse of x, we have already seen that value of cos inverse of x lies in between what? 0 to pi. Means its range is in between what? 0 to pi. अगर हमने greatest value कंसीडर किया cos inverse of x का pi, और ये pi कंसीडर किया और ये भी, at that time only their addition will be equals to what? 3 pi. Getting it? अगर इससे थोड़ा भी smaller value कंसीडर किया तो इनकी addition 3 pi नहीं आ सकती है. So from this equation we can conclude that so cos inverse of x is also equals to pi, and cos inverse of y is also equals to pi, and cos inverse of z is also equals to what? Pi. Pi से तो बड़ी वैल्यू हो ही नहीं सकती. अगर हम pi से छोटी वैल्यू कंसीडर करेंगे then this addition should not be equals to what? 3 pi. Means definitely value of all the term will be equals to what? Pi. So now this implies that if we are taking cos on both sides, on this side cos and cos inverse will get cancelled and we will get x, means, and on this side if we are taking cos we will get cos pi. In the same way, after taking cos on both sides, here we will get y is equal to cos pi and here we will get z is equals to cos pi. Z is equal to cos pi. So which implies that x is equal to, what is the value of cos pi? -1, means x is -1, y is also equals to -1, and lastly z is also equals to what? -1. Once the value of xyz is known to us, now we will focus on our required result. We have to show that value of x square plus y square plus z square plus 2xyz is equal to 1. So let us consider the left hand side. So now we are considering the left hand side. What is left hand side? X square plus y square plus z square plus 2xyz. Now we are substituting the value of x square. What is the value of x square? -1. So here we will get -1 square. Replace y also by its value -1, z also by its value -1. So here we will get -1 square plus 2 into, replace x by -1, y also by -1 and z also by what? -1. So what is the square of -1? +1. Square of -1 is +1. Square of -1 is +1. And here -1 into -1 into -1 is -1. Product of these three terms is -1. -1 into +2 will be equals to -2. Here 1 plus 1 plus 1 will be equals to 3, -2 will be equals to 1. In this way, we have got our required result, means considering the left hand side, we have shown that its value is equal to right hand side. So this implies that x square plus y square plus z square plus 2xyz is equals to what? 1. In this way, we have completed this miscellaneous exercise, means indirectly we can say that we have completed this chapter.